Okay, it's time to put another few more layers of paint on my little painting. So let me get started. Okay, I'm going to add, the next layer or two will be burnt umber. It is a little bit cool today in here, so today it will be a struggle, I am sure, to get this working just right. It will probably take a while to dry up just right, so we'll see what happens. There it is. And I think just adding the darkness on here will add a lot more depth to it. We'll slowly build it up. I think it might be 2 layers of it, the way it's looking, maybe. And depending on how it's going, if I feel it needs a little bit more contrast, I may add a little bit of black at the very end, but I will see how it feels. Now I'm going to add a bit of alcohol. And I think I will let that dry a bit, see what happens. I will probably watch it, might come back in a bit and make sure everything didn't merge back together because it is cool, so it will take a while to dry. Before I add another layer of brown though, I am going to add some gold, but I'll wait till this is dry first. Since the brown is dry, I am going to just put a little bit of water and drop some of the gold on for the gold little sparkles. Hopefully they will do a little bit of a splash effect since they're falling on wet. Again, I'm using this pearlescent liquid acrylic. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, good splashes. Never know where they're going to fall. Some of those are pretty close, but we'll see. So now I will let that dry. Here's a little bit of the close-up. See those splashes around the drop? That is what I love. So anyway, I'll let it dry. Okay, the gold is finally dry, so I'm going to add another layer of the burnt umber. And I'm kind of feeling like I want to add a little bit more contrast because there wasn't enough turquoise. So I think I'm going to add a tad bit of black with this brown. I think it'll make it a little bit more dramatic. Sometimes it's scary when I do that, but why not? I can always paint over it if it doesn't work out. Let me see if I can get this black. These get stuck. This is my fancy tool that I use to hit it and open it up. Maybe. There we go. Tiny more little spray of water on that. And just a tiny bit, that's probably too much black. Just putting a tiny bit. Add a little bit of something going further down. All right, let's see how this works. Drop some alcohol on it. Not too bad. The black area is looking pretty cool. And I probably could have put a little bit more water on that. But I think it will need another layer just to add a little bit more detail. So now I wait for paint to dry. Okay, the brown is finally dry. It may be almost done. I may not need another layer, but I do want to put some more of the gold. So let me get this wet and drop a little bit of gold on the little edges. Sometimes I don't have complete control of where it goes, so we'll see. I will probably just not fill this up with a lot of paint, and hopefully it'll just drop little bits. Actually, that might be just right. So now I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll decide if it needs more brown and black or not. So we'll be back. I think I am done with it. I just need to paint some edges on it, put some varnish, but I think it's good. And here it is. The finished painting. Varnished it, painted edges. You can see the colors. I'm happy with it. For more information about my art, please check out my website at gretaolivas.com or find me on social media.